here class car. Okay, now again I can create init function underscore underscore init. Okay, and I don't need this, I don't like this way. If you want to use, you can, right? Suppose it has brand, model name, as we all were doing this initially also. Now self dot brand is equals to brand, right? This is your public variable, right? It is accessible outside the class, right? Because this is your public variable which you are not which you can also use outside the class. Now self dot underscore model, you can define your protected member with underscore, ideally it should be accessible within the class, right? Another, I am adding self dot underscore underscore, this is suppose engine number, for example this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 4 5, right? This is underscore underscore is your private member, so I can say this is private, this is your protected. Protected means only inside class, ideally, right? Only inside class and its subclass, right? It is only inside class, and this is anywhere, this is public, anywhere in the code. All right, okay, let's do some def show, right? Self print, I will print all these things. Brand model, okay, I need to write like this. Okay, self dot underscore model comma self dot underscore underscore engine number, right? This is my class. All right, let me run this. It is okay. Now I'm creating one object of class car, right? Class car name is suppose Tata, and model name is Tata Punch. Okay, Punch. Okay, now I will run this. Now this object is created, right? This is your object of car. Now we need to see, this is our public member. So if I will write c dot brand, it is accessible. If I will write c dot underscore model, it is accessible, but it should not be. But in Python, again, Python is not it is not secured enough. So if I am using this, it is my fault. So it is advisable to the developer. The protected means advisable to developer. Don't use outside the class, but you can use, right? Another thing is c dot underscore underscore, what is name, engine number. Now you are getting error, it will give you error, attribute error, right? Now because you are accessing the private member, but again you can access this, that is called name mangling. You can see here underscore class name underscore underscore variable, this is called name mangling, right? So cannot be accessed directly from outside the class. In Python, again, Python is not a stricter languages like Java or C or C++. You can do lots of things, right? Dot underscore class name is car, underscore engine. You can see it is already coming here, right? You can see you are able to access the private member. This is known as name mangling, name mangling, right? So I have explained you these all concepts. Let me explain you their definitions, right? Then again we will go to the code. Don't worry, right? So access specifier means inside my class we have some members or properties, right? I want to maintain some security here. So in case of public specifier, I can use it anywhere. Any variable you define in Python, you can use it anywhere, right? No restriction. If you define with underscore, then it is protected. It means it means it is accessible into class and subclass by convention, but is still accessible outside class, but developers should avoid direct access. It depends on developer. So it is not that stricter language or stricter approach just like we have in Java. And this underscore, this is two-time underscore, private. So it consider it as a private, not accessible to outside the class, but you can access using name mangling. In our case, class name is car underscore engine number, right? Engine number. So this is your in this variable is your engine number, this car is your class name. That's how you can access. So now you can say what is the use of it, right? Lots of things depend upon the developer, how they are developing things, how they are using it. It is not that somebody is coming and access the information. You also have other security parameters. So Python is not for banking application, right? If you see core banking transactions are developed in Java. Python is for data analysis or developing some other kind of web applications. It is not for purely secured application, right? So if you see Java, you can refer for more secure application. PHP for your normal web application. Python lies between these two, right? It has some security, but not that is stricter. You can use in some other application, some data analysis, IoT, AI, right? And also web applications, but not the application where you need more security. As simple as that. So example here you can see this example we tried, right? Brand speed, instead of the speed we have taken the model, the same example we tried, right? Another example I am taking example of a bank account. Here your balance is your private member, you can see. Now this balance is accessible inside the class, but outside the class when you try to access this is your again private method. Similar to this, you also have private method. If you try to access this, you will get error, but you can access them using name mangling, just like we were accessing here. You can also access here. So Python is not that much stricter access specifier language, right? So that is about it. We can summarize this. Public can be used anywhere, inherited normally. They can be used within the class, inherited, but conventionally for subclasses. Direct access, yes, but not recommended. We can't access this directly, but we can use name mangling, right? It is only accessible inside the class, not inherited directly. This attribute will not inherit in subclass. If you try to do inheritance on this variable, it won't. Right? So use case, general attributes and methods, internal uses of subclass. This is for sensitive information. If you have, for example, if you see here, balance is your secret information, right? To keep this, we are keeping this as a private attribute. This attribute will not inherit in subclass again, right? So yeah, so this is about access specifier. In Python, they don't play much role, to be frank. I have seen very rare application of in my data science projects, but still you should be aware of these things. This is your protected underscore double underscore is your private, right? That is why Python is much more easier. It is more about doing development. It is not about programming concepts. It is more about implementation. It is more about applications, right? So